Morning. Morning tea. It's just about 8:30 in the a.m. and it is cold, minus 15. Oh, boy. Yeah, it is cold. So anyway, this is an old hat that I made and the old poncho that I made that matches it. They're all very lovely. I do like making my own clothes. I need to make more. I really do not like modern fashion. I find it very boring, very drab, very dreary, and very, very, very depressing. But most of all, I find it incredibly and absurdly, obscenely conformist. Don't like that at all. I like to be a little more creative. I do. In any case, yeah, I really wanted to talk about a phenomenon found among young Earth creationists, in which they attribute, wrongly, atheism as causing evolution, or evolution as causing atheism, or both causing each other, when in reality the two are completely unrelated. Here are the facts. People accept evolution based on the evidence. People arrive at atheism based upon the lack of evidence, compelling evidence, for the existence of gods. These two positions, the only thing they have in common is the presence or absence of evidence. Evidence. Evidence is what matters. Now, you can accept evolution and still believe in a god or gods. And in fact, most people who believe in a god do accept evolution. And it's a simple matter to shoehorn your god into your religion, no matter what your religion is. The fact that our modern scientific understanding of evolution is derived from research done by people who were active practicing Christians should be your first clue. Your second clue should be the enormous number of active practicing Christians, Jews, and Muslims who accept evolution as the means by which their God generated humanity. That the biblical Torah, Quran version of the story is a useful story meant to illustrate the power of their God, but underneath it all there was always this scientific principle that their God saw fit not to tell us because he wanted us to figure it out for ourselves. Ta-da! Which makes your God look like an intelligent, sane, rational God, as opposed to a raging maniac and control freak. Yeah. Yeah. And there are people who are atheists who really reject evolution. Not many, but there are some. I'm not sure why, but they do. The fact is that I accepted evolution even when I was a Christian. When I was a Christian, I recognized evolution as being obviously a fact, obviously a process that takes place in the real world. And I arrived at atheism by an entirely separate route, namely examining the evidence for the gods, and arrived at the conclusion that there was no compelling evidence, that the gods were in fact bogus. Okay, so there you have it. The gods are bogus, and evolution happens. These are two separate, unrelated facts. I would like there to be gods, I really would. But the evidence says that there are no gods. Or if they are hidden so well that they have left no evidence of their passing. None. On the other hand, evolution takes place. Evolution happens. And yes, I have talked to Christians who firmly believe that evolution is the trace left by their God. These people accept evolution and believe in a God, and they're welcome to it because they're not denying the science. They're just shoehorning their religion into it. Which I don't necessarily agree with, but it gives them comfort, let them have their comfort. My issue is when people start using religion to justify stamping out science. When creationists start saying, no, we can't teach anything about evolution because it might lead to atheism, or it might lead to school shootings, which it never has and never will, but hey, yeah. Or it might lead to bank robberies or abortions. Again, no. Understanding evolution leads to developing cures for diseases. It doesn't lead to crime, it doesn't lead to insanity, and it doesn't lead to atheism. But religious fundamentalists will deny this fact for their own reasons, because it's less about their God than it is about their nation state. Young Earth creationism is very much concerned with being American, or being Saudi Arabian, or being Turkish, or being Hindu Indian, and has absolutely nothing to do with Christianity, Judaism, Islam, or Hinduism. Nothing. Young Earth creationism, in fact, rejects the core tenets of all of these religions in favor of an over-literal interpretation of a few passages of Scripture. But even here, they're being selective about it, ignoring those little bits that they don't like. Yeah. So the facts are, evolution happens. And the evidence indicates that it happens. And that there is no evidence for the gods. Therefore, your belief in the gods must be based entirely upon faith. Simple, to the point. In any case, have a great day. I'm going inside because it is fucking cold. Ta-ta, folks. Love yous all. Stay safe. Take care.